They say, who says you look like him?
Yeah.
Denzel.
Whoever says you look like him is racist because there's only one thing you guys have in common.
Well, we're black.
That's right.
Well, I look like him then.
Denzel and Nick Cannon had a baby.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
It would probably be very hard on one of their penises.
Right.
Oh God, 90s. Shoop. Also in the movie. Let's see. What else is 90s?
Little Michael Jackson. Do you have anything like that? Are you a thriller guy or a bad guy?
And isn't it ironic?
Oh.
Don't you think?
There were some big unknowns though, and seeing Ryan in the costume for the first time is when I felt like, holy shit, this is gonna work. Yeah. Ryan and I, but I cried there when I saw when I saw Ryan in the costume.
Ryan said the costume had balls. Is that what did you say? Like this one?
Not balls built in. I brought those.
Oh, you brought those.
But the camera makes it look 10 pounds.
Right. Oh.
The worst thing you could ever do. I remember right before I was running the marathon, I was standing there on Staten Island right before the Verrazano Bridge, and it's freezing cold. It's 6:30 in the morning, and this woman looks up at me, and I think she's obviously run some marathons before. I mean, I can see her spine through her shirt.
So how long did the movie take to film?
16 days.
Wow.
In Barcelona.
Damn.
I don't know why we had to shoot in Barcelona. We could have done it in my living room.
Could have done it in Brooklyn.
Awfully good place right now.
Yeah, I've been really lucky. I got this movie made after 11 years of begging and pleading and trying. And
Did you give up along the way at times? And you said it was the internet that...
Only about 100 times.
Yeah.
This movie was the worst relationship I've ever been in. It was on, off, on, off.
I couldn't tell if you were joking completely about the seal hunt.
Yeah.
Your blood.
Yeah, that was. I was kind of walking the tightrope there. I mean, you know, look, I think we can all agree that the seals are very dangerous. And, you know, they need to be stopped.
Dude, is it the fact that it's a superhero movie that kids can't see? Is that what took so long?
I think so. I mean, look, I'm not running for Parent of the Year, but I mean, when I was a kid, my dad took me to rated R movies all the time, and I'm fine, I think.
She's got not many leading ladies who have action careers as well have that kind of comedy timing.
Oh, I know. It's something you can't teach. I mean, I was surrounded by the best of the best. I mean, Betty White as well, 87 years old, and you know that woman. That woman still got it. You know, she slept her way to the top. Let's not.
It's that,
wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of. In terms of our rating, there is a.
So there's moisture in it. There's definitely moisture.
There is. I don't know what that means, but for some reason my penis just left the room. Could I have it back? That's really weird.
People go through an awkward stage. Were you always good with the ladies? Did you always have game? What were you like as a kid?
No, not really. I mean, I really, up until I was like 18, I looked like a Vietnamese girl.
It's 2015, and so Who Kid refers to women as moisture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Moisture, rated R.
Whoop, whoop.
In a world divided by fear,
I guess
moisture
that is.
must stand alone against the forces of dryness.
I love it when they actually cast a guy that looks like he could be your father.
Yeah.
You know, I've done movies where I'm like, oh, great, Woody Allen's my dad. Terrific. I can see it. Yeah.
It's harder for an actor to
and
play off
Whoopi
that.
Goldberg's my mother. This is splendid. You know, it took me a while to learn that you could actually talk to girls. I mean, I remember in elementary school, I used to accidentally fall on Sarah Camfield during volleyball practice, and you know, just a few years later, that's illegal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's straight up inappropriate. Yeah.
That was your technique, was just I've
fallen on you again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had to choose, would you rather spend the day with your wife or your baby?
Oh,
What is that?
What kind of sickness is this?
We are
How is
sorry.
this? There's zero chance of winning here. I mean, there's absolutely.
Don't answer
definitely the baby. From the moment I was a dead man walking. From the
Why?
moment
Because you're such a nice guy.
No, he went to school with my dad and he hated him. And then my brother got kicked out of my high school as well, my older brother, for accidentally punching a teacher in the face.
How do you accidentally punch a teacher in the face?
You do, because he was aiming for another teacher to the side of him. So, but I remember she walked up to me. I thought she was going to give me some words of encouragement. You know, it brings out everything. It brings out all sorts of weird emotions in everybody. You know, some people are really pumped up, some people are freaked out. And she looked at me and said, "Hey, you're running. This is your first marathon?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Yeah, now you'll know what childbirth feels like." I got suspended, and I always found that so bizarre, that the worst thing that they could do to you is make you not go to school.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 15 years old, as though, like, sitting at home all day, you know, masturbating to Spanish soap operas is supposed to teach me a lesson. You're like, I don't understand how this works. I know, but in the spectrum of, like, weird celebrity baby names, I feel like we're not really breaking any new ground here.
Scratching the surface a touch,
Yeah,
but
I didn't call her Summer Squash Meadowlark or something, or, you know,
Was that the number two on the list?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of... I also thought of just going with all the letters being silent in her name, and it would just be pronounced... $1 looked like $10, and you know, Fox gave us, to shoot the entire movie, they gave us $47 and a bag of Skittles.
You often describe Deadpool as a horrible relationship, breaking up, getting back together, and finally getting married. How does it feel knowing at this point that Deadpool is the #1 rated R movie of all time, without China?
Yeah. I always joke, yeah, it was rated R in America and rated fuck you in China. Just, I mean, I separated it walking in here, shaking your hand. It's ridiculous.
Does it really pop out a lot?
It just pops out all the time. I actually have to have surgery to fix it right now, but so it's the lamest superpower of ever, just to pop your shoulder out on demand. You know,